What's up, my awesome human beings? Hey, I was gonna sing, but a brother ain't feel like singing nothing. As you can hear my voice, I sound like Ja Rule or DMX, and a little bit of whatever. Hey guys, so I was watching a live stream of Adrian's earlier, and I heard him he kept saying, "Oh, I just beat a pay-to-win player. Oops, I just beat another pay-to-win player." And then that's when he says, you know, people always call me a play-to-win player. But if you think about it, and this is basically what I was thinking about when I heard him say it. Like, I cringe whenever I hear pay-to-win. And the reason for that is I'm looking at it from a different perspective than most people. Paying to win essentially means, to me, that I see an opportunity to win at all costs only if I pay actual money. Now, there are platforms out there that people have told me about I've never played before, but it is incredibly obvious that it is pay to win. So when I heard Adrian talking about it, and then he kept saying, "Oh, I beat another pay to win player," because he's in Diamond League, I think, on his Android account, and he was playing against players that had some of the newest stuff. Some of the Greek bots and the lockdown weapons and shock trains and all that stuff. And which is one of the reasons why Pixonic introduced the cap that we experienced a long time ago towards the beginning, where you can't get these specific powerful weapons and robots until you've reached a certain level. Now, we all know that once you get to, it's like level 26 or something like that, it's all she wrote. You can have anything. It's even before that. But once you get to level 30, there's no 31, 32, 33. Once you get to level 30, you realize that it's you and probably 900,000 other players that are above the level 30, that are at level 30 with you. And then you have Legend League, and then you have, you know, the top clans and whatever. I don't even know. I don't even know how they even gauge who the best players are anymore. I've never understood it, but maybe you can tell me in the comment section. So go back to the pay to win. Now, I am not at all bitter or resentful, aggressive towards those who pay money to get the latest and greatest stuff. At all. I'm not at all hating on any of you. All of you that have, at one point or another, or continually do, pay money to get the latest and greatest stuff to give you the competitive advantage on the average competition that you face. That's not pay to win. That's paying for an advantage. It's not paying to win. Because I don't know about you, but I have 150% faith, and that says a lot. Oh, that sucks. This tire just blew. I have 150% faith that playing war robots, the wins that you get and the losses that you get have nothing to do with your... It has something to do with your contributions to the team, but it's an average of those contributions to the team. I mean, how often have you played games that you purposely did nothing? Zero. You didn't go for beacons, you didn't go for damage, you didn't go for kills, you didn't go for anything. You just ran around the perimeter of the map, acting a fool, sabotaging your team, and you still won. Maybe 2 of you did it, or 3 of you did it, and y'all still won. And how often have you and you yourself given 150% effort, and you got all the beacons, all the kills, all the damage, and your team did incredible also, but you walked away with an L. And the other team didn't even, they weren't even good players. It just happens to happen the way that it does. I don't think that War Robots is a game that the W's and the L's are based on your sole contributions and your sole efforts and your sole abilities. It's a collection of other variables. That being said, paying to win in War Robots, I think, is moot. It is pointless to use that terminology that has been carried over from all these other platforms that people have played on. Because everyone says it doesn't mean that it's correct. If you look it up in Google, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want to look at, paying to win, you're not going to see War Robots. If you compare those other platforms to War Robots, it's just different. It's just a night and day difference. So you're paying for an advantage. That being said, the metaphor for paying to win in War Robots is like you trying to keep up with the Joneses. You make barely above minimum wage, and you want to get that flat screen TV, you want to get the Xbox, the PlayStation, you want to get a brand new car, nice house, all these things, and you do with credit. What happens is that all those individual things, the value of those things you bought at a markup, because anyone that has ever worked in a car dealership knows that a $20,000 car that they're selling is not worth $20,000. An iPhone that you get at a store that is 100%, was it MSRP or whatever the price is, that's not the true value of that particular device because of what was made in its markup to, you know, inflate the prices. It's just basic business. A car, great example. And even a house, they say that your house is the greatest investment that you can invest in, but if you don't keep it up, it's not going to hold its value. And if all the other houses in the neighborhood don't keep up their value, or keep up their house and keep it up to date and stuff with maintenance and stuff, it's going to run down the value of the neighborhood. So you could be the best house in the neighborhood, and the price of your house when you go to sell it has gone down. With War Robots, when you go in and you spend that money to get that best bot, that best weapon, you're going to have an advantage for a season. I'm not talking about a season like NFL season or, you know, baseball or whatever. We're not talking about in-season, off-season, pre-season, you know. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like a season of life. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. There's going to be a season of Pixonic making money on that specific thing, and when they start to see their numbers drop as far as the amount of people that are spending money to buy those things, that's when they're going to decrease or nerf that specific bot or weapon, and it's going to bring in a whole new era of new stuff, or a whole new season of new stuff, because they know that people that are playing this game want to have the latest and greatest stuff because of the competitive advantage that they get when they play, and it lasts for a season. So that being said, gold. So gold and silver. Back in the day, y'all remember this, some of y'all don't remember this, but back in the day, when you played first, second, third, fourth place, I think, got gold. And it raged. And it ranged. And it ranged high. Oh man, I think I got like sometimes like 15 or 18 gold in some matches, all the way down to like one gold. And silver wasn't an issue because silver was just market value. It's like you paid silver for something, for that specific thing, and it kept its value. Oh, sorry. Man. So, now it's going to be harder for us to get gold to rush upgrades. It's harder for us to get silver, but they say that we're going to get more silver for certain other things. So, everything that is going on right now, those you new players, you don't know any different. You're like, oh man, I just grind, I do my thing. But those of us that are from the beginning, now I came like a year after the game, but from the beginning, we're like, this is a punch in the throat. This is like someone just karate chopped my Adam's apple. How the hell do you expect us to believe something as ludicrous, or believe that we think you're serious when you do something as ludicrous as giving us a deal for 61% off of 90 million silver for $99.99. We can't take you serious. What do you mean? That's like what? For every $1 that you spend, you get 9,000 silver, or 90? No, I don't know. It's like 90,000 silver. I think they put. I think they really did screw that one up. Screw the pooch. But if you think about, oh, I'm sorry. Like when I get colds, or I have allergies, active allergies, or whatever I have a cold, I have an allergy, I have an allergic reaction, I don't know. I can't, because I don't have the epiglottis in the back of my, I think it's the epiglottis, in the back of my throat, and my adenoids, my tonsils are gone. So I have too much space back here in my throat from when they did my surgery. So I can't stop post-nasal drip from going down into my esophagus. And I have to constantly like, especially when I get post-nasal drip. Anyway, so yeah, back in those times, I would say very few people were spending a lot of money on the game, because you can essentially win with just griffins. And you can just win with rhinos, or you can win with just Lancelots and Ancelots. And now those things, that day's long and gone. And now it's like you do have to pay money to expedite upgrades. You do have to spend money on some of these things if you don't play a lot. And that's the thing, if you don't play a lot, then that's when you're going to have to... Oh my God. Sorry. That's when you're going to have to spend money. If that's what you want to do, is keep up with the Joneses. But if you play a lot, you don't have to spend money. That's the thing. And so when people say that Adrian's pay to win, pay to win, pay to win, no, Adrian plays a lot. A lot, excuse me. Oh my God, sorry guys. This is driving me crazy. I hate being sick. I mean, who likes being sick? And there's some players that play all day long, y'all. All day long. Now, I don't remember when I last did the math, but it's crazy what you can get if you play all day long compared to what you could pay for. It's like, if you play all day long, you can get this. But if you pay, you get this. And those of you guys who have been paying over the course of the many years that, not many years, but the few years that the game's been around, you know what I'm talking about. The value, the transaction of value isn't there. It's a digital, non-existent product that you're paying for, that you're giving monies to a company to give you a representation of something that doesn't even exist, a bot and a weapon. You can't, like, this nasal, the Sinex Severe, whatever that is, decongestant. Now, I went and I paid money for this. It was like $11. So I paid $11 for this thing, and it is going to take me a season, whatever the quantity is, to get through it. But once it's gone, it's gone. There's no more. I can't, like, you know, spray any more to get any decongestant feeling or outcome. It's different because I walked away with something tangible. You're paying for something that doesn't even exist. You're paying for an emotion. You're paying for a feeling of significance. That's all paying to win is paying for significance. I want to feel important. I want to feel like I'm someone that has something, like the Joneses' house, the car, and the watches, the PlayStation, the big screen TV. But you're paying, in the real world, you're paying for something that's been marked up, but you're at least paying and walking away with something that's tangible. So when someone says pay to win, I hear paying for an advantage for a season. That's it. So, oh my God, my face feels like it's like I have I feel like I'm a kid at Christmas, and my uncle walks up to me and grabs my face and, "What's up, boy? I haven't seen you in so long." Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm sorry for rambling. 17 minutes of rambling. Yeah. Anyways, I would edit out all of my ramblings, but I'm sure some of y'all do what I do, which is you hit play and then put your phone down, or you put your device down and you walk away and you have it playing on your speakers and you're just vacuuming or studying or whatever it is that you're doing, or driving, and you're just listening to the randomness, the random speak, which I appreciate because I do that all the time. I do that for even live streamers that I'm watching. Like if I'm driving, and I'll just put my phone, hook my phone up to my stereo, and I can listen to it through the speakers, or I'll put my headphones in and I'm listening to it while I'm driving. Oh yeah, we just executed, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's cool because I can hear his enthusiasm or her enthusiasm, and I can visualize what it is that they're doing, even though I'm not picking up my phone to watch it. So I'll just leave it as is because I'm unedited. I am the way that I am, and I'm not going to change for nobody. Hopefully, ever. You know, if someone says, "Oh, I don't like this, I don't like that," I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm just goofy, forgetful. I'm a normal person, like all y'all are normal people." And that's the thing, man. Walk away from this knowing that pay to win is pay for an advantage for a season. Keeping up with the Joneses is a mirage. It's not going to get you anywhere other than heartache and frustration and loneliness and resentfulness. Be yourself and don't let anyone else not decide, depict, distract, distress. I don't know the D word. It's not droopy or drippy. Tell you, don't let anyone else try to change you so that they can feel better. That Merriam-Webster quote, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure." Who am I not to be spontaneous, beautiful, courageous? Who am I not to be? Our job is to manifest the glory of God within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And when we let our own light shine, we unconsciously liberate others to do the same. And our presence automatically liberates others, or something like that, ourselves or something. I said it so many times, but I'm like, oh man, 19 minutes, 20 now, 20 minutes. So anyway, I love you all. I hope you, your friends and family are happy, healthy, and safe. And yeah, man, I hope y'all are good. If it's cold where you are, warm yourselves. If you see people that are struggling for warmth, give them a blanket. You know, hold your loved ones and remind your loved ones that you love them. And the people that you have in your corner that got your back, you know, your ride or die folks, you know, let them know that you appreciate them in your lives. Move away from negative people. Away from them. And embrace those that encourage you. Move away from those who discourage you. Move towards those that love you for who you are. That's it. And then build your tribe. Have a blessed day, y'all.